1,200 kilometres right up to the tip of Australia on one of these things. Royal Enfield Himalayan. Should take about a week, 6 or 7 days.
Hopefully doing the Creb track. If not, we'll have to do the Bloomfield track, and then first night at Lions Den.
How long should the trip take?
7 days. So we're really just going to explore and have a bit of an adventure. And a support vehicle, yeah, and the support trailer that carry 6 bikes on the return trip, if need be. Yeah, so it's going to be fun. We're well prepared. We've got a big gazebo. We've got all new tents and camping gear. It's going to be great.
Rob?
Yeah.
What are we doing, mate?
We're going to go to Cape York, I think.
Yeah?
Yeah, see if we can't get lost for a few days.
All prep, ready to go. So today we're going to head to the Daintree. We might go and have a look at some of the crossings and just let's see what it's like for next time. But then double back on ourselves and then we'll do the Bloomfield track.
From the northern beaches to Port Douglas, one of the best drives you'll ever see. Beautiful, all the way up the coast. So there's actually 3 ways you can get from Cairns up to Cooktown. The first way is inland, so once you get past Port Douglas, you peel off to the left up the Dulatin Range, and it's about 3 hours inland all the way up around to Cooktown. The second way is the Creb track. Creb stands for Cairns Regional Electricity Board. You got to drive in through Daintree Village, down a track for about 10 k's, and then you get to this little river crossing here.
I had a dream that a croc was chasing me around the bike. I had a mad dream. Don't watch videos at night, I'll let you know that.
So we're not going to do the Creb, we're going to do the third way, which is the Bloomfield track. You're going to cross the ferry at the Daintree River, then ride for about half an hour up to Cape Tribulation. About 10 minutes down the dirt road, you'll get to this little water crossing here. You should be able to get across like these boys are about to. Day one, bit of a soggy ride into the Lions Den Hotel, which is just short of Cooktown, probably about half an hour away from Cooktown. But Lions Den is a great little stop. They had live music last night, great pub grub, cold beer and hot shower. How did we go yesterday? First
good
day.
Ride, in the rain. That was fantastic. Really slippy in areas. We got here a bit later than we thought we were going to get here, but it was good fun, wasn't it? We managed all right. Yeah, I enjoyed it yesterday. I don't feel achy at all today. I feel really good. And I had a few beers last night. It's great. The Lions Den's you can see why it's an iconic place and good stopover for everybody. Yeah?
Where are we heading to today?
So we're going to get to Musgrave Station, and that'll be our accommodation for tonight. We'll have a nice easy ride really, up to Cooktown first. We'll check out Cook's Lookout, we'll get up there, there's beautiful views from up there, we'll get some footage. And yeah, and then off up to Musgrave.
Back the other way, and top 570, a bit less than halfway here at Musgrave Roadhouse. Got in here last night, got a feed, a little bit of patchy Wi-Fi in the restaurant, nice hot showers. Go and see how the boys are doing. Nearly packed up. Today we're going to head for Archer River, I think.
How'd you go yesterday, Phil?
Good, mate.
How was the ride?
Good ride, eh?
Yeah,
long ride yesterday, but
Battle Camp Road, about 300 k's.
About 300 k's, a lot of dust on the road, and a few little things that creep up on you. So just to take your time on that road, it's yeah, a few little hazards.
Coming through Battle Camp Road was just fun, you know. On the second day, kind of, you don't know the bike, but feel like you know the bike a bit better. and gee, it's just a happy little bike, eh? Sitting in 5th gear, just chugging along. And a couple of creek crossings yesterday, and a few sandy patches. So it's mixing it up, get cracking. Yeah, saw a nice wildlife too yesterday.
Yeah, heaps.
A couple of good highlights for me yesterday. Yeah.
Nice one. Up to the top. Yeah. Campsite down here, all set up under a little gazebo thing down there at Archer River. It was a nice easy ride from Musgrave, where we stayed last night, only about 2 hours. Unpowered camping, we've got the Jenny running down there, keep the fridge cold. Yeah, nice little spot. Pretty easy ride from Musgrave up here to Archer.
Every day's a big ride. No, it wasn't too big. It wasn't a long distance, but yeah, PDR and bumps. Yeah, camping wasn't too bad here, was it? It was all right.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Yeah, great spot. We had a little fire last night.
Having a beer, just sat around the fire. Beautiful. So we're going to go to Chili Beach, see if we can get across. Don't know how deep they're going to be. We won't know till we get there, I guess. See how it goes. Yeah, it'll be a good day, I reckon. The weather's beautiful, eh?
Archer River, half an hour north, there's a turn off to the right of Portland Road, Chili Beach. Then you get to the first crossing. All that rain that we had at the start of the trip has washed down to this little river, so now we're going to make a decision whether we keep going on this one. The next one, which apparently is even deeper. We'll watch this car go through and see how deep it is.
G'day mate.
There you go.
What's happening?
Again, another good sleep. Camp's good. Fire last night. We did a bit of trekking yesterday. We're at Pointy Bit now, getting close to the end. So Punsan Bay, I think, is the target for today. A bit of mucking around in between.
All right, debrief day 4.
Yeah, Archer River, and we tried to get to Chili Beach, but I reckon we could have done it. And then we double back, and we've got up here to Bramwell. That's a pretty good ride on the PDR, a bit dusty. Bikes are doing absolutely awesome, I've got to tell you. They've just been, although they're all mucky now and not clean anymore, but they're doing fantastic. I just keep throwing a bit of grease on the chains and just trying to get some of that dust out, but out the bearings and things. But these bikes are awesome. We're going to go and have some breakfast now, and then we're going to tackle the old Telegraph track. Fruitbat Falls, I'm really excited about that. A nice cool swim in Fruitbat Falls. We'll have some snacks there, and then off up to the Jardine Ferry. Yeah, Teletrack, here we come.
Left Bramwell station this morning and travelled about 6 k's up the road, and you come to Bramwell Junction. This is where you can take the main road up to the top of the Cape or the old Telegraph track, and that's what we're going to try. We're going to attempt the old Telegraph track. telegraph track, boys. How is it?
Hey, good riding, eh?
Hey, bit of fun.
You need a bit of skill. Yeah, fun. A lot of fun.
After about, what, 15, 20 minutes in, we got to our first crossing.
Yep.
Bit of a traffic jam, all the cars going through. It's a bit steep.
Bigger than anything we've done on these bikes, hey? It was a big test for the bikes, that, and it was, and ourselves.
And the Hemis just nailed it.
I loved it. I can't believe that we
They got
shops
heaps of
that
chop.
had four-wheel drives, and we just shot up there, and even the dirt bike riders that had 450s and stuff. Why they had 450s? They were trouble. They had trouble, and we just shot straight up the hill past them. No issues.
Yeah.
These bikes, though. Yeah, they do it. I like them a lot. They're amazing bikes.
Okay, so this morning we set off from Bramwell Station, stopped at Bramwell Roadhouse, up the road for a bacon and egg burger, and then hit that old telegraph track, which is pretty cool. A couple of cool creek crossings, some sandy stuff. About an hour, maybe a little bit more, on some pretty red, dusty stuff. You come to Fruitbat Falls. So after a hard, dusty, long ride, bit sore, we're about to jump in the waterfall and cool off.
Great, eh? Looks fantastic, this, doesn't it?
Here we are, the famous Fruitbat Falls. This is paradise. Jardine Ferry is over the Jardine River, which
is apparently full of big crocs. There's no other way across. Everyone's got to pay.
Told you it was a good place this time.
have a look at it.
I didn't say that.
Out to the main road. From there you turn left and it's about 15 k's up a nice rainforest road that takes you to a car park at the end of the beach up here, and then it's about another 10 or 15 minute walk on a cool track right down here to the tip. Pretty cool, but it is beautiful up here. We made it.
Yeah, we went to the tip in the morning, yeah, the big highlight, went to the tip.
Look, beautiful up there, eh? That is just beautiful, isn't it?
It was
really,
gorgeous.
The ocean's just beautiful colour. Sights were, yeah, surroundings were just great. Loved it. Went looking for the World War II plane sites, crash sites, and that we found them pretty easy. Beautiful spot.
And today we're packing everything up.
And then we're on our way south.
Bikes are on the trailer.
Bikes on the trailer, ready to go back. Yeah, been a good trip. Been good. Well, really enjoyed it, all in all. I'm not achy at all. The bikes did really well. We really pushed them, eh? I think we really pushed them. I think Royal Enfield will be looking at us thinking, you crazy people.
Deep, eh?